stop. Broken chords and broken time. Forget about the rhyme. Got a house full of acquaintances, a handful of friends. Shady deals for sacred ends. Little more than the best of plans. Watch them slip away, wave in my hand. No book of scattered and half-written lines. Only work half the time. The other half is badly spent on wine and wheels and last month's rent. Full lies and lullabies, novellas and alibis, a whole bunch of songs about speaking in tongues, dreaming at the sky, 'cause your daddy's done gone. Bed spins, bed spins, bed spins are killing me. Bed spins, bed spins, bed spins are killing me. Bed spins, bed spins, bed spins are killing me. Bed spins, bed spins are killing me.
That was great. Was that doing the same thing in the?
No, I did that.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a pretty little guitar part. Boom.
That's one of yours.
Razzle dazzle. Okay. Boom. Checking in. Bayou broadcast number 6. Fonzie Scheme Records in Lake Charles, Louisiana. We just listened to a writer from Lake Charles, Charles Lyons' song, his rendition of Bed Spins, which was written by Scott Whidden, an award-winning writer and teacher and professor and emeritus, all this stuff up in Kentucky.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't realize that was Charles.
Yeah, that was him covering a song called Bedspins that Scott Whitten wrote.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, we recorded that here, and I didn't realize that until the end when I said, that was good. I thought that was something he sent me.
Oh, wow.
But this is unreleased music.
Nice.
And, you know, as a new record label in Lake Charles,
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
you know, you're doing you're going to release music, you know?
Yeah.
Stuff that ain't been released yet. You've got a project that you're working on where you're releasing some music that's, you know, decades old.
Right. We're calling that the Back in the Day series. First release will be Fang Gang, which was my first band out of high school. It was remastered by someone that I'm not allowed to say at the moment.
Yeah.
Until we get his okay. But he was in White Zombie.
Oh, cool.
What we're doing is we're going to be releasing the digital releases at first, and the following year we'll have limited edition vinyl releases for all of our releases.
That's awesome.
That's the plan. And the master goal is to eventually have our own vinyl press here in Lake Charles to where it goes direct from recording to production.
Yeah, right down the street.
Right.
A scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There's too much talent in this area that's untapped.
And there's a lot that's left too, but some have come back.
Right.
We're back.
Exactly.
And we're back in the
and what we're trying to do as Fonzie scheme is we're trying to change the way that the relationship between a record label and an artist goes. Mm-hmm. Normally, it's in favor of the record label, and
that's saying it very fucking mildly, but yeah.
We want to see that change. So what we're doing with our model is doing a 70-30 split. Giving 70% to the artist and 30% to the label. The label will be basically...
So that's sort of like copyright is, where it's a song is 70% lyrics and 30% music according to the powers that be and all this stuff, the performance rights organizations and the Library of Congress. So that seems pretty decent. Like bands that make money off their music, whether it's sync or mechanical royalties or whatever, like the lyricists or the writers, like the Paul Simon and Garfunkels of the world, Neil Young, like they get a
substantial
more, yeah,
right.
But you know, at the same time, as that scales, they're able to give more to their crew, their community, their overall entourage. They can
also, and a lot of those recordings that we grew up listening to, when you think you're listening to certain musicians, you're really listening to studio musicians that sat in.
Right.
On these are the session musicians that all they really wanted was.
Yeah, you got the road band and the studio band. Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, the Muscle Shoals thing is like the big thing that everyone thinks about, but there's all kinds of relationships in studios between producers, artists, musicians, and engineers.
Right.
You know
and we have good engineers in this area. You're one of them.
Yeah.
You know.
I wouldn't say I'm a good engineer anymore. I just do, like, I did sound a couple of nights. I mean, it just sounded fine. You know, people danced.
Okay, quit being modest.
No,
I listened to your album.
Okay, well, that was Rick Nelson that did all of that. I wanted nothing to do with it because
Gotcha.
You know what happens when I start mixing my own shit is
it never gets finished.
It invites that.
Yep.
I'm good. I've learned over the years that when that feeling comes to be like, nah, it's good enough.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you have. Yeah. We will pick it apart and pick it apart and pick it apart until it.
I know a band in town that needs to be published. They're willing to be published. They want to do shows though, but there's some complicated artist management. Let's talk about that for a second, because I like your approach to the more fair approach to an artist, not only financially or incentive wise, but like, what do you think about artist development in terms of like what's good for not just the bottom line, but for the person and the artist and their life in general? Because we've all seen the trajectory on the VH1 behind the music shit, excess, and then people almost encouraging that excess.
I live a pretty simple lifestyle. I don't believe in excess, really.
Yeah. You don't believe in it?
I believe in quality.
Yeah.
I want to put out quality products.
Yeah. What I'm saying is there's like a psychological element to artist development, where you have to consider where that person's at in their life.
Right.
Regarding to what they're going to produce in the studio.
I got you.
And timing is also a thing. Like you might be able to strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Peter Gabriel wrote "So," and it was not a real great time in his life.
Right.
But man, that album kicks ass.
That is a great album.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's
Sledgehammer. I mean, it came out of that time period where he was going through something.
Right.
And the label knew that. They wanted something right then and there. Well, no, that's not true in his case.
Really?
They gave him a lot of time.
Really?
They gave him a lot of money. This is one of those examples of psychological artist development that I think is positive from the previous iteration.
Right.
Or iterations. There's no... As far as... Okay, so let me lay some bedrock here for myself and for you. There is no music business anymore as you knew it, as they present it.
Right.
It does not exist. It's not real. Full stop. Now, we're here talking about
a record label.
And so I just wanted to lay that bedrock because it is very crucial to know. And there's things I can't talk about that are relevant. I can say certain things like Columbia Records has sent at least one studio, multiple artists that were essentially models that they picked out. They had no, talent in the musical area. All right, and they're sent to a music studio to make a record. And the producer accepts the contract because
he's going to make
it's a lot of money.
Right.
Because it's a major label.
Right.
Right? I would do the same thing. I wouldn't know. I mean, it's like to keep the studio open and to keep the lights on for everyone else who has projects that are really good.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
What we're trying to do is make everybody involved. It's going to be a community effort. This has to work in tandem together. Otherwise, it won't work. That's how music scenes work.
Yeah.
If you do it right, a music scene works.
Together,
everyone works together. What I would like to eventually see is like incestuous bands, to where it's these members from this band. And
we are in the South.
Yeah, good shit. These members.
By the way, this is my cousin.
We really are.
Yeah, man.
But I'd like to see like side projects happen, little one-offs, or we do have a fairly decent lineup to start off with. We're basically focusing on Louisiana from New Orleans to West Texas for right now.
Yeah,
2 states that
makes sense. Southeast Texas all the way to Southeast Louisiana.
Right.
Because Southeast Texas is essentially Southwest Louisiana.
Oh, yeah, it's basically a subsidiary of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We
If
fight
we don't
over
succeed
the.
to them, they succeed to us.
It's
Whenever
all
we're
about that
fighting.
river. It's all about
The Sabine.
the Sabine. Yeah.
Yep.
It's my river. No, my river. No, my
But the
river.
music scene around here doesn't have anybody really promoting it. And the one thing that I hate.
Well, there
hearing
was
is-
Chuckfest yesterday.
Didn't you invent that?
Yeah, I invented the internet too.
No, didn't you start that though?
Yeah, that was a project that Jody Taylor and I put together, and it was apparently co-opted very quickly. So I'm happy to see its success in however long it's been. But I've played it once or twice. I played. Yeah, there's a picture somewhere.
What
I
band
can
did you
find
play
it.
with?
That would have been Band of Sinners. Let me find
Okay,
that
yeah.
picture.
Yep.
That's gonna be in my Google
is-
Drive. I need to. This Google Photos shit is so smart now. Like you can tell it to look for like. Let's see here. I go there and then search this for live music. Is that right? No. Google Photos. Search live music. Okay, and then boom.
Oh wow.
It's just like all this shit. I can show it on screen for the three people that are watching. We
Well,
got
thank
some.
you, 3 people who are watching. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Totally, man. I need to turn on that chat so I can see. I don't know if anyone typed anything because by the way, the reason there's no chat tonight, if you're watching, is because YouTube's chat's all screwed up. I don't know what the deal is. That's not a me thing. There's that's Sam from Ashes of Babylon.
Oh wow.
These are local
You got
guys.
some really good photos, man.
Look at this. This is
That's-
Jake. That's the Jukeboxers.
Holy crap, dude. That looks, man, that's
That's old.
close to like back in the like Jimmy Dong days.
It is totally. It's like right after, like probably the year after, or
Wow.
within like 9 months, I'd say. And then here's another Jukeboxer show. Actually, no, that's Pink Noise. Yeah, that was Pink Noise. 'Cause
They were
he had the
almost
pink
the
hair.
same.
He dyed his hair pink when they started that band. There's Rick at Red Rock. What was I looking for? Oh, Chuckfest. Yeah, Chuckfest and all the venues downtown. So, yeah, another thing to say. There's my brother in a really famous recording studio in Santa Monica.
So okay, you've gone as far as doing festivals.
I'm looking for. Yeah.
How hard is it to get something like that going? If we were to
Honestly,
pull
if
in
you're
artists.
what you're doing, if you get momentum is a thing.
right,
So like, if people start hearing about or because you got 4 to 5 people in a band, even
that's max
3 to
yeah.
5,
Yeah, 3 to
3 to 5, whatever. And so those people all have lives.
Yep.
And they all talk to people
And
and
they have schedules.
Whatever.
Yep.
And they talk to, they'd be like, yeah, but it's my label. So when you get that word of mouth,
Right.
and then it spreads far enough into business ears, then it's a little harder for them to just write it off,
Right.
because
Well, we're not going anywhere. I can tell you that.
all right.
We want to change the face.
That's like
man. We wanna
almost a
change the
perfect
face.
segue. Can I do 15-minute at a time? That's the check-in. Now we're gonna listen to some music.
Go for it. Let's.
What do we want to listen to? Let me do this here. We listen to some of that.
You got.
I got some Dressed in Wax. I got some gumbo stuff. I'm gonna stick to
Let's
the.
go. Let's do a Loaded 44 song.
Okay, this is a live show. Or let me find the live shows. No. It's going to be in the production folder. It's going to be right here because it's still waiting to be published. All right. So take your pick. This is a long set. This was the show that they did with the Heat, Reverend Horton Heat.
Let's dude.
This is a massive set. Just so that y'all can see, that's the set list.
This goes out to Annie when she opens up that bottle of Motorhead bourbon for me one day. Let's hear Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades. All right. We'll see if we don't get a claim.
This is a covered rendition of it.
It is. We're gonna get a claim. Pick a Loaded 44 song.
Okay.
We need to promote the.
Okay, you're right. I just wanted to hear their version of it from.
And that's sweet that you're gonna dedicate it. That's really sorry for the dedicatee.
Let's do.
I have one
Fuck
of
the Law.
I was about to say I have one of the only recorded versions of this.
Yeah,
so.
do that.
Fuck the Law. Here we go.
All right, thank you. We're the Loaded 44s. We're
gonna load up some picks.
Oh yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Well, if I'm going down the wrong side of the road, I can't see any other way to be. And if you ask me why, I'll tell you I don't know. But there is one thing that I would like to say, hey, fuck the law, 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 fuck the law. If you see me going down this highway to hell, but don't ask me where I'm going, 'cause I won't even tell. And if you think about coming with me, hey, you might as well. Brother, this is where we're going. Can't be afraid yet. Fuck the law, fuck the law, fuck the law. Fuck the law, fuck the law, fuck the law.
Get that fine ass guitar.
Yeah.
Highway to hell. But don't ask me where I'm going, 'cause I won't even tell. And if you think about coming with me, hey, might as well. Brother, this is where we're going. Hearing me straight, yeah. Fuck the law, fuck the law, fuck the law. Fuck the law, fuck the law, fuck the law.
Look at his setup, dude. It's so tight. He knows every damn transistor and circuit in there. I know you don't either.
And that's why I say, fuck the law. 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 But goddamn, fuck the law. Fuck the law. Fuck the law. Oh yeah. Fuck the law. Fuck the law. Fuck the law.
Listen to that crowd, bro. Man, there's some babies that was born that night. Their whole set was so fucking tight. Oh, Scott Byram. It was Scott Byram,
nice.
which is also,
Oh
a
yeah.
badass. I don't think I used to be able to play his stuff, but I can't. He's got a new deal.
He's with Hard Charger Records now.
Yeah.
So it's probably that's actually who put out the last Super Suckers album.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's kind of how I know.
It's trip, man, because I remember the shows. When I moved back in '06, I started residencing sound downtown at all the places.
Well, yeah,
and
you helped build Octane, and then
this was before that, but
Oh, wow.
but this was basically the same thing. My buddy Dale is the guy who's like, this is a thing. It's called Octane Sound, and I'm like, because my philosophy, he had, he's a musician.
right.
He's a gearhead,
Okay.
and he works in heat treatment, and so like these massive cooling towers, he has to make sure they don't crack.
Right. Right.
Because around here, it's all industry.
Yep.
This is a weird place. Where we live is a
It's-
very strange place.
It's
like Twin
it's an
Peaks.
oppressive place.
Yeah, it reminds me of but
That's
it's
why-
got a
that's why
Twin
we do
Peaks
what we
vibe.
do. That's why we do what we do. That's why
Yeah.
we as musicians, it's our escape from the oppressive.
We're the little flower coming out of the
Right.
fucking concrete jungle
Right.
that someone stomps on.
Yeah, because the people around
And, or
here
someone
kind
from the
of-
plant is weedy, like, get rid of that fucking thing.
right. Wait, they're trying to have fun.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Dude, I have some footage that's related to the music community on. I have some footage on High 8. I have some footage on Beta, I think.
Nice.
And some of it is a documentary that never got finished that Todd C. Elliott and I did, T.C. Elliott,
Okay.
called The Undesirables.
Actually, that's
I want to get all that converted.
he and I need to talk a little more, but he was going to be my second release for the Back in the Day series. I was going to do his
Oh.
10 seconds flat recordings and
Yeah.
put that out because he and I had talked about it.
You have the second record?
He's got it.
He has a copy. Good.
Yeah.
Because
And
it was misplaced. There was a mastering. My copy got lost in the Laura.
Oh.
I had a copy of it, and I was supposed to do it.
Okay,
I was supposed
okay.
to master that record.
Well, he said he had an unreleased album. So once I talked to him a little more,
Joey and them,
he was
they
kind of under
recorded
some
it themselves.
deadlines.
Do you know that?
He was kind of under some deadlines whenever we last spoke because he had some books having to be
Oh,
done.
he's busy.
Right.
Yeah. Once he's published 4 books now, and so just like what would be, I don't know, a couple days a year, get a call to go to a conference or a writers convention or something. Like he's probably getting more and more of those kind of
Right.
calls and
Right.
traveling more. And when he was in New Orleans, yeah, he's back now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All
he
right.
is.
So when we were both in New Orleans, I did a couple of because his schedule was getting busy and he was getting out of broadcast.
Gotcha.
So I did a gig at one of the basketball games, and
Well, I know he does have a podcast, I believe.
yeah. Well, what I mean is broadcast production
Okay, got you.
because he's talent.
Right.
So
Right.
I showed up at the basketball game, set all this weird remote shit up, and got it working, and it was like a clutch save. He even gave me a shout out on Facebook. He was like, "Totally fucking pro, man. I'm glad I called you."
Right.
But that to me is what Octane Sound is. It's just doing the damn job, right? Do the damn job, right? Lake Charles, because we didn't have venues for a long time.
And
Once we got venues,
we do, but
I'm talking about
what this town
when we
needs,
started
though,
playing
is-
music.
is-
It was a long time ago. There was
this
no
town
venues.
needs an all-age venue. That
They've tried that.
they have tried it and it's failed every time for some reason.
Yeah.
But they need something like that because we need to see younger kids involved in the scene, because if you don't see it, then you're going to slowly lose more and more musicians and more people that fall in love with it. And
Yeah.
that's it. It's something that needs to be done.
Yeah, it's like this just the police is what I think of, because the police showed up at Porquapa and Alternative Static and
all the time.
Fucking even my place, like years later,
many shows that got shut down by the
D'Agostino's. There was a couple of raids at Dags. Like, what?
Oh God, that place.
Like, why?
We're the reason you couldn't play upstairs anymore.
Oh, I've been upstairs after the band. Yeah. Afterwards,
we played a birthday party
for different reasons.
With Luke,
for probably the reasons that you can't play upstairs anymore.
With Luke and Ben when they were in Misguided
No
Youth.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a throwback.
And they kept telling us to stop pitting, and
what is that?
Like stop moshing.
Oh, okay.
And a couple people decided they were still gonna mosh, and that's when it got shut down, and they were like, "You will never have another show upstairs ever again." And I believe Chet Baronet threatened Joanne with a knife that night, so it got really ugly. It's you can't really control the people that show up to your events, but if you're going to show up to events, at least act decent.
Yeah, well, the Kilowatt Club got, they
for about the same reason.
They tore it up. They tore it up. I didn't go to that show because I knew that they were going to tear it up.
I played in a band called Blunt back in the day, and we rented Preon Lake Park. And stupid me put it in my name. And that night, the toilets got destroyed, and that ended up costing me $800 that I didn't have for a good time.
Right. This is Mothership.
Oh, nice.
This was recorded at EMF.
Okay.
Mark Robertson, engineer.
Yeah, he did our high output recording, which became Devil's Ford later on.
Okay. I think I've heard it. This is Aaron from Aaron Collins. He was 17.
Yep. I remember playing with him.
They let him in the bar to play because they were so good.
We played with them at, of all places, On the Rocks.
Yeah.
Imagine a rock show at On the Rocks.
Wow.
It was kind of weird.
Wow.
Because then it went to a dance club scene as soon as the bands were done.
Yeah.
They kicked us out. They were like, the club's got to start, man, because that's where our money's at.
Right.
See, this is what I'm talking about. We've got bands like this. Okay, speaking of all ladies venues, I went to one last night, and I watched a band that will be signing to the label LA Phantoms.
Yeah.
It was a little disheartening to see the turnout at this big venue and nobody there. It was, and I know when they play, they bring in audiences. So it was one of those things where it was like...
That was in Lafayette?
Yeah, man. And Lafayette usually has good turnouts. Because when I played Black Ferratu with them, we would have turnouts.
What venue?
It was called The Pit at Epic Adventure Center.
Oh, okay.
Or Epic Family Center or something like that. And it's where the old Sam's used to be. Right off the Yes.
These guys had such amazing energy. I know. He would be drenched in sweat.
Yep.
I have some video footage of this, of a different band of his, but you can get an idea of how much he puts in to his performing. He's a monster. He is a little fucking monster.
Those hypnotize me. Oh, won't you set me free? Oh, won't you set me free? Oh, won't you set me free? And it's alright. Oh, it's alright. Oh, it's alright. 'Cause I'm through with you.
There's Eddie. I don't remember his name. I only met him once. I only met, no, I don't. But that's Aaron Collins there.
Yep.
That was at the Rock for Tots. I don't know what year. I don't even know what. This was on the Chuck Live here. Check this promo that I did years ago for Von Dukes.
Wow, yeah,
Von Dukes
nice.
and God's Forgotten. I'm going to turn the audio on for this, but I'm not going to play the fucking commercial. Okay, no. All right, let me start it over. It's almost like stop motion,
Right.
but that's not at all how I had a encoder knob, and I actually took the video and scrubbed it and just hit record with a separate video recording piece of software.
Nice.
I was controlling the. If you see my hands.
So do you guys have old recordings from your God's
Oh
Forgotten?
my God, no! Unfortunately,
Really?
yeah, that's really sad because
is,
we
'cause
had a
that
whole
would be
album.
something.
We had a whole album, and we started it at Twisted Oak, Octane's first studio,
Right.
and the band broke up like shortly after the recording started. And
That happens with a lot of bands, I've noticed. The recording process will destroy bands if they're not ready for it.
yeah, definitely.
You have to have the right mindset when you go into that. You know?
I can
And
say that I didn't. I mean, I was technically, I could have played or sang all of that at that
Right.
time. Like, I had no other responsibility in the band other than sing, which is a privilege that I do not fucking laud over people like some singers do.
I've only done that once, and that was with Fang Gang, and that was when I was in high school. And ever since, I'll take it back. Blunt and Fang Gang, I got to be the singer. After that, I've always had an instrument in my hand.
Yeah. If I felt naked for the first few months, you know, really without an instrument.
Yeah,
And I'm like, what do I do with my? And then I'm like, okay, I can move around and shit. And
but then I'd feel goofy, you know, if I was moving. If I don't. Have
eventually,
something
I got to where like
fun?
it was like catharsis.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Like the last show that we did, I laid myself out in the last song because we had the set. You know, you write a set list to be, you know, and this was heavy metal, so it was like build and drop the energy, and towards the end, the set just is really fucking heavy. Leave them just like blown away.
Right.
But at the same time, the performances are the same way. So like, I'm like, screw, yeah, I was just worn out. Last three songs kick my ass on their own in a regular set list. So like, the last show, but it was the last show. So we're like, let's do these three in a row and see what happens. It was at Lane and Wayne's.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's another
weird spot to play fucking heavy metal.
That's like saying you play down at like the country bar in Hackberry.
Yeah.
you know, like that's kind of It's about the same. Like I said, I've played some places where I'm like, I can't believe we're playing here.
The style doesn't match the venue.
But the people
are
always,
cool.
Are always cool as shit. Dude, they always are. Like,
Yeah.
it's so funny how like we as musicians that play rock and roll or punk rock or something like that, that's kind of outside the norms for people. We are more judgmental of the people going into bars than they are of us most of the time.
Yeah,
because we're looking at them going, "Oh man, this is
there's some country hick dumb motherfucker," and they're like, "Well, it's not really I'm gonna drink my beer though."
But then they start getting into it, and they start having a great time, and yeah, it's
yeah, you're absolutely right.
That's like I realized years ago that the punk rock scene is the most elitist community around. For people that claim to be open-minded about things, they're the most narrow-minded when it comes to music.
Yeah.
If you say, hey, check this out, and it's not, because I know I used to be exactly like this.
I was like that with metal.
If it's not, most of them are, oh man, that's not punk rock. But you're being so narrow-minded and not opening and broadening your horizons to music that you should be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. That's why I never really was in the punk scene, because I didn't see. It wasn't that I didn't like anybody.
But the metal scene's the same way.
Yeah, well, that's why I got out of the metal scene.
Right.
The same reason. It's just like everyone. There was two guys that I really admired that were local that played together frequently, and
Who would that be?
the David Babez.
Okay.
And David Murray, two Davids.
David Murray.
Yeah, David Murray.
Sounds really familiar.
There was a band called Bog, and then there was a band called Vilcatus.
Vilcatus is who I...
Vilcatus, he played drums for them.
Okay.
And, but Dave is an epic-ass drummer. Like, when I was 13 years old, I'm watching him and Dave Babez just run through One by Metallica. Like it's nothing. You know? And I mean, yes, their style is strictly metal.
Right.
But they fucking nail it.
Right.
So, you know, I'm just impressed as fuck out of that. And then once I started learning other shit, I'm like, or getting into alternative music, and I bought Nevermind and shit like that. I'm like, that broadened my horizons a bit.
To me, the best Seattle band was Mudhoney. That's just
they were a great band.
That's my opinion.
See, you have better taste than I did. I was much younger at that time. You were older. You had better taste.
I was never a Nirvana
I was
fan.
big into Blind Melon too.
Oh, see now.
Yeah.
Blind Melon, Daryl, I have to give him props for turning me on to another band, Cracker.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Cracker, yeah.
If he wouldn't have said, listen to this, I would have never listened to it.
Yeah.
At the time, because I was being so narrow-minded. Another great album that a lot of people don't know when it comes to punk rock is the band Wire.
Yeah.
Wire Pink Flag is hands down one of the most minimalistic...
I've never heard of it, yeah.
It's one of the most minimalistic punk rock albums that rocks. When Minor Threat did the version of the song 12XU, that's a Wire song from that album.
Was MC5 punk rock? British?
Yes, they were considered punk rock.
Okay.
Garage punk.
Okay.
But the song Strange that REM did back in the day, there's something strange going on tonight, that's Wire.
When you said REM, I thought about, like, in that period, they put out, like, 3 or 4 really great fucking albums.
They did, and then they went to Pop Heaven. And
hey, Michael Stipe got cancer.
Is that what happened?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Well,
cancer. I mean,
they were trying to keep it on the down low, so they keep making money for the treatments and shit.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? Like that's why.
At that time period, I would have thought it was something else, but that's just because.
TSOL. I don't know what that means.
TSOL, True Sons of Liberty. That was a punk band.
Oh, okay.
Who is that?
That's Cynthia. She's tuning in
Nice.
right here. She's on a delay though, even though she's probably right there.
TSOL, Social Distortion.
Oh yeah, we got some of their vinyls.
Yeah, that's what got me into music was Social Distortion. I saw what got me into punk rock. Let me rephrase that. I grew up on Elvis and Willie Nelson and Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings,
Yeah.
outlaw country and old rock and roll. And then my cousin turned me on to a movie called Another State of Mind. And when I saw Another State of Mind, that completely changed my life because I saw Mike Ness in Social Distortion.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what I want to do. Like right then and there at 11 years old, that just completely changed me. Like that I don't think an 11-year-old should probably watch that movie, but I mean, I watched a lot of things I probably shouldn't have when I was younger because we didn't really have the supervision that.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have a surveillance state right now. I mean,
Right.
we're surrounded by devices. We're surveilling ourselves right now.
And here I'm telling you, it makes me nervous to be on camera.
Yeah, you're on fucking candid camera all the time.
And I'm like, I'm on camera nonstop. I know this, but it's just like, it does. I think when you know you're being filmed specifically for something, it just makes you a little extra nervous. But you've made it really like comfortable. It's been more of a conversation than it has been.
Well, that's part of being. To me, that's like
What a podcast is,
Well, not only that. I mean, think about a recording session.
right?
You know,
Right,
everything
right.
leading up to it, even too, because same with gigs. Like people get.
Oh yeah. See,
Yeah.
when it comes to recording, I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Gigs,
Yeah.
I'm a nervous wreck all day. I don't eat the entire day.
Yeah.
Like, and
I've
I build it up
things-
into my head so much. Like when we played in Beaumont last weekend, it was last weekend with East Texas.
We're in the Bayou and Shupik, and the mosquitoes even up in the studio.
And well, I worked it up so much in my head because I hadn't been on stage in 10 years.
Yeah.
The last time I got on stage was for the Choke Barbecue.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I think I was at that.
And when I stepped off stage, I was like, this
was
is the
it at
last
Nate's?
time. No, it was
Oh.
at my place.
Okay.
I was like, this is
No,
the
I
last
didn't
time
go.
you people will see me in Lake Charles, and it was because we had, as FEMA Region 6, we had booked
Yeah.
that gig, and our drummer showed up the day or two before the show, and was like, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. My family and I are taking off on vacation. And I was like, dude, months ago we agreed to this, and you're making us look bad. This isn't the first time you've done this.
Is it a canceled gig?
Yeah, to cancel a gig, and that's one thing that I learned from that's
Papa.
the one thing. Yep. You never ever cancel a gig.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what. So I went and I did my acoustic duties,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, this is the last time you'll see me on stage in this town.
Yeah.
And it took the Von Dukes to get me back doing it.
That's great.
And it's. I told Mac Black last night that Black Ferratu was probably one of the most fun bands that I had ever been in. And
Here we go. We got
now,
some Von Dukes right here.
Now the Von Dukes it's becoming that because we're becoming
Do you
It's-
know any of these
Oh.
yet? Lawman, Johnny Lawman.
Yeah, we play. That's the last song we play.
Okay.
Do you have access to the song "Summer of '94"?
Doesn't. No. Is it on an album?
Yeah.
Let me see here. What's the album called?
I don't know. I've got a recording of it. Try Bandcamp.
Okay.
That song and let me see on here. I'll tell you.
I still got to get my Bandcamp shit set up. You know,
I do too.
I've got to. Here's what I've got to do. I've got to take all of my catalog off of every digital platform, and then whatever platform that I'm going to use.
You know what? Okay, play the song "State of Disaster" off of this.
Okay.
I didn't realize until after listening to the lyrics to this song how much being in this band I needed because the loss of my two parents and the words that he says in here,
Yeah.
it hit home.
That's not coming through the broadcast. Hold on, I gotta
Oh.
route. I gotta reroute.
Oh man.
No, it's easy fix. Easy fix. It goes to line 1, and now we can all listen. Now everyone can hear.
Yeah. This is a great song.
Living in the state of disaster, right now. Living in the state of disaster, right now. I try so hard to put myself back together again. Pick up the pieces. No better time than right now. Pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. Living in a state of disaster, right now. Living in a state of disaster, right now. And you say you lost a loved one and the pain is too much to bear.
I have to tell myself this.
Pick up the pieces. This song goes out to all you broke down lonely people out there. Pick up the pieces. You gotta pick up the pieces. You gotta pick up the pieces. Living in the state of disaster, right now. Living in a 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 state of disaster, Pick up the pieces, pick up the pieces,
Wow, that's a great segue into the closing segment. That's heavy duty shit, man. I had the camera on the screen, but there was the previous section is interactive.
Oh, okay.
The interactive part of our
Gotcha.
program and the
Gotcha.
Bayou broadcast in Chupik. But
No, jamming with these guys now that I'm playing bass and playing with Luke and Charlie and Ben. I didn't realize how much I missed it. It's
I can see it. I can somehow getting into the vibe. I don't know how to describe it. Then the vibrations of the room and
Right.
feeling them again.
Yeah.
And their style, like
It's going to be a little different than what it used to be. It's a little heavier.
this was 5 years ago. This was 2020.
Now,
Let me read
it's
the.
going to actually be more along the lines of the way this is going, like the sound of that.
Yeah.
because he told me he.
Well, you're in the band now. You're going to bring a whole new element, man.
Well, so is Charlie.
Yeah.
Guidry,
Oh, okay.
You know? So we've
What's
got
he playing? Guitar.
Guitar and
Oh my god.
and backing vocals.
Dude.
So
Wow.
we've got 4 vocals.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's about to get real serious. That's great.
and we like the Von Dukes. Our first release on Fonzie Scheme Records will be called The Convergence. Mm-hmm. It originally started as like Ben has this great album art for it, and it was just like our 3 faces, and then Charlie was like, "Man, I'd really like to come
Jam.
mess around with you guys again." And once he stepped back into the band, it's turned into something really fun, you know.
I can just about imagine. He's a great guitar player.
I look forward to Mondays because that's our practice day.
Nice.
You know,
We had ours today. It went pretty well.
Nice.
I broadcast most of it.
who are you playing with now?
Well, I am
Is it
playing
your
some
solo?
of my. I'm playing. There are 2 artists, myself, like solo artists, myself and Taylor Fillion, who
Okay.
are playing with Band of Sinners on
Okay.
December 20th at Library Riot.
Okay, nice.
And the idea is, I mean, Band of Sinners has been a backup band for a lot of artists in this area and in regionally too. But some of them, you know, like we've played with Joel Sonnier,
Nice.
the Lost Bayou Ramblers, Sean Ardwan, which was, I mean, all of those were amazing. We played with the Bad Roads, which was an old gold band.
Okay. I originally started the idea of this label was to help my friends. That it's something not about my own music. It's about helping my friends
Yeah.
and helping the bands that I like.
Mm-hmm.
And it clicked with me. It's goes back to something that you and I had discussed. In fact, it was the first time I met Cynthia. Was whenever we were second time 'cause at the party, but when we were bringing her back to Lafayette, and I'd asked you if you had any of Uncle Tony's old recordings.
Yeah.
I would like to, if anything, if we can't like remaster his recordings, I would love for you and I to like redo his recording.
Yeah, I mean, they're all
Like, it
there,
would
but
be-
you ain't, neither one of us gonna figure out how to do the Train song.
Oh man, no, because only he could do that.
Yeah.
We would have to put him in there.
Yeah, we have to sample
We'd
it.
have to sample him in that, and like.
And you know what? On its own, that's a hell of an awesome sample. You could use that in so many things.
Oh yeah, you could. 'Cause you could detune it.
Yeah,
It could be
you could do all kind of cool hip hop
Oh,
shit
man.
with it. I ought to send that to Natex and the affiliate in Vegas with
Oh, you should.
Stereo Sound Records. But yeah, we do have all of that family stuff. Alan has it,
Okay,
and the tapes I can transfer with this Walkman.
nice.
So I just haven't called him yet to come bring him over, and he'll probably want to hang out for a while. So it'll be like, you know, we'll
Yeah,
be
but
listening
that's-
to the tapes, and
But that should be, you know.
Yeah.
That's
we'll
that was
be.
his dad,
He
you
probably. Well, it was his papa.
know? Oh, okay, Pop. Okay.
Yeah, Alan is my brother. Alan is your first cousin.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm your second cousin.
Okay. Yeah, we figured that out the other day.
It's so
like-
fucked up, dude.
Yeah. Well,
I'm related
dude,
to so
okay,
many people.
hold up. We didn't even know we were related
Yeah, but
until I went.
you know
to,
how many people
I went to
that
your
that
pawpaw.
happens
I
with
went to
me.
your pawpaw, my uncle's
Uh-huh.
funeral, and when I saw you, I was like, "Hold up, we're friends on Facebook."
Yeah, but
And-
I've known
and
you
then-
for years.
And then you got up on stage and started playing, and I'm like, "Okay, hold up, I see him out. Wait, we're related?"
Yeah.
Like, you know, like it just
I've known you for years, yeah.
right. We just didn't know.
Since way back in Porkwapa and Jimmy
kinda-
Dong and
it's kinda
30
weird
Foot
that-
Fall and
It's
all
kind of
that.
weird that we didn't know. You know, it's
Well, I didn't know my brother until 14,
wow.
you know. There's a lot of family I didn't know. I met a relative in New Orleans, a distant cousin, but not that distant. My dad knew about him. He because he was an educator in Europe and in New Orleans. He would do the tour where you go and learn about another culture,
Right,
student exchange, something like that.
Right. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But it's not like all school. It's just culture. It's like you go and you learn about the culture and speak the languages. It's kind of almost. I think what they would do is they get the kids that could speak the best, whatever, Spanish or
French, whatever, and
send them
right.
And he would be their guide and cultural guide, and so like he did that for 25 years, and then came back to New Orleans and then did tour guide stuff, and that's what he still does. And he runs a little bed and breakfast in Washington, Louisiana, which is apparently the Lafleur plantation or whatever that from way back that Jean-Jacques Andre Diet Lafleur or Santiago. He was a native apparently. I'm not gonna get into because genealogy. We have a cousin who's black.
Yeah. All
right. His name is Alex Lee, and he runs a genealogy company, and he's been on fucking TV multiple times in the last 6 months. Yeah.
And we're related to this guy?
Yeah.
Oh wow, nice.
But like until he gets to I guess to a level of satisfaction where there's proof of every freaking thing, he's very protective of the information. And so is John, the cousin in New Orleans.
Okay.
He gave me a big info dump, basically, but he didn't want to he didn't want to pull out all of his documentation, and a lot of it is in Washington anyway.
Gotcha.
So either one of those guys can tell you. It's like
I can tell you.
We have thousands of relatives. Is what it
amounts
to. They're everywhere.
I went this past week and saw a presentation done at Panorama that was about Clifton Chenier.
Oh yeah.
And watching that, the author made a comment, and I was like, "You're wrong." Because he was like, the first Louisiana music was recorded at this date, and I was like, no, it was actually kind of closer to the 20s, and it was between Dewey Boffa and
it was Alan Lomax
and Uncle Tony's band at the time as to who was the first Cajun music recorded. There's a toss up as to because the dates are blurry on the recordings. You can't really tell what the writing was on the dates. So,
and they probably couldn't
close.
Even write in fucking English anyway.
Exactly. So it was when he made that comment, I was like, man, I don't want to raise my hand and go, man, you're wrong. But I was just like, you're wrong. That's all I could think in my head because like. I remember reading about how like they were in the Cajun Music Hall of Fame. It was a toss up between this recording and this recording as which one was done first. Mm-hmm. And I knew that it.
Well, you know what they would have done at the Cajun Music the Cajun Music Association, CFMA.
Yeah.
The CFMA doesn't really include family that we have that. We're black.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh wait, no, the other one's Ira Lejeune.
Ira Lejeune, yeah.
If
you could pass for white, you could be in the CFMA. But if you were Boozoo or anybody, you ain't getting in there.
Oh man, it's sad that's like that.
It is because they all played together at one point.
Yep.
And
they did. They were like a family, man. I know from going play with Uncle Tony's how it was, you know?
Gino Delafosse, Dudley Rosas.
I've heard those names.
Keith Frank and his family out in Kinder,
I don't know them, but yeah, I know who Keith Frank is.
All of these, all the accordions are made right there in Kinder.
Right.
The best accordion maker guy that everyone wants to get their accordions
Swallow,
from.
isn't it? Yeah.
So that's sort of like a Cajun French and Zydeco hub, because both are going to go there for it to shop, But yeah, I mean, The recordings, there's CDs, but I don't. There's CDs, there's tapes, and then I have a whole bunch of VHS and, like I said, the beta stuff and high 8 that needs to be converted. I put out a in search of on Facebook for a VHS player, and a converter, whatever. It's just something. I got the converter. A friend of mine in one of the affiliates in Oregon.
Okay.
His name is Aaron Owens, and he practice. His business is Aaron Owens LLC.
Okay.
So
Nice.
but he's disabled. He's an engineer. He's super qualified. He's got a TBI, and but he's got just gear, like whatever you need. He's like, I'll ship it to you.
Oh,
He's
wow.
got an analog atomic clock,
Oh, wow.
for just his gaming rig.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, it was originally meant to be his clock for his main studio when he got injured.
Right,
It
right.
was like, well, I spent $4,000 on a atomic clock that's got beryllium in it.
Right. I might as well
It'll
put it to
last
use.
like 300 years. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, that's an hour Bayou broadcast.
Well, I look forward to getting back together with you.
Yeah.
For future promotions, because like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
Because we got releases coming in the beginning of the year in January, February, and we're going to try and have it following throughout the entire year. I'd like to see a release every month, whether it's a Back in the Day series or a band. Like we do have a label compilation that we're putting together. We're trying to have out by February. So January and February we have 2 releases each month coming. So
Yeah.
2026 is going to be a busy year.
That's good. That's good. And I'm excited to have someone else in the industry to work with.
I'm looking forward to working with you, especially being that we're family.
That makes it special.
It does. It's
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be something something different. Like I told you before, I'd like us to become something like the Sub Pop
Of
or
the South.
Discord of the South. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That way, like a mix between the both, Sub Pop and Discord. Kind of follow the Discord rule of taking care of your artist, and the Sub Pop as this was.
That's a
where lot of
label,
good-
Discord?
Yeah, that's
Because
that's
when
what
you say
minor-
Discord, I always I immediately think
you automatically
of
think of
this
you think
Discord.
No, Discord Records was Minor Threat, Fugazi,
Okay.
out of DC.
Yeah.
The hardcore punk label.
Gotcha.
Well, they also went into like emo and stuff like that, but
And shoegaze.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep. They.
I didn't know the name of the label, but I've
they-
heard their artists.
It's I want to. That's kind of like where my models come from. That's of where I want to base my stuff off of. Like as the way to run the label. I want it to be a family.
Yeah.
A family of artists that work together, that help promote each other, that help work together, because that's something I've seen a lot of in this town is people making it a competition and not working together.
Yeah, factionalization.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all stronger together.
Yep.
We're all stronger together.
We
If
are.
if you sell out a little bit of yourself for $1, you know, it could. I'm not criticizing anyone for taking a gig. If you need the money,
Right.
take the fucking gig.
Exactly.
But at the same time, like if you're in a position to where you don't have to expend all of that for such a meager compensation,
Right.
then that should happen.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I think there's got our work cut out for us in this fucking town. But
Yes, we do.
the
At least we've got artists to work with that want to work with us.
yeah.
And
Oh, and I think that'll thing with okay, we do this an hour, we do it again another hour. I do
Right.
them on my own, whatever. But you know
the next one we can promote a little more. This was kind of a
well, what I'm saying is, if you have some kind of consistency,
yep.
then people will start paying attention.
Yeah,
more
they
people
will.
start paying attention because they're
And-
like,
and-
oh,
and
this isn't just a
What
fly
we
by
could do
night.
what we could do next time is I do have some recordings of some artists that are going to be on the label that
That you can
I
share.
can send to you and share.
Okay. That would be great.
That way, this could be where we introduce the world to some of the first recordings from Fonzie Scheme Records.
Yeah.
Like I said, I will have access to.
And you know, I hope that a lot of the people that we know, like, eventually click on one of these and
see what's going
on, because I know that the bar community, all of the service industry people,
Right.
You know, essentially we have worked in the same work environment for years, and so we're kind of like we're coworkers.
Right.
And
And we kind of provide the same thing. We provide a service to
yeah,
people. You know, as artists, we are providing a service. That's playing music, writing songs. It takes time. It takes to hone your craft.
right.
You know, and it would be nice to see these artists around here who have taken the time to hone their craft and write these songs, just to start having the promotion they deserve,
Yeah, yeah.
the distribution they deserve. Which we'll get into that next time because that's something else you and I have been discussing. That
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you got to start somewhere.
exactly.
So,
Like I said, come January, look for us. Fonzie Scheme Records, we're coming.
yeah, check it on Facebook, Fonzie Scheme Records.
Socials will be up soon. So will the website. My website will be up running by Halloween, and hopefully all my socials will be as well.
Bye.
Have a great night.